Question number 4, depreciation. A piece of machinery valued at $250,000 depreciates at a fixed rate of 12% per year. After how many years will the value have depreciated to $100,000? So we have sort of two things going on here. One, we have a function, and that function is that using variables that make sense, I can say I have the value is equal to, I have a starting value, the y-intercept, A, in this case $250,000, I don't need the dollar symbol, depreciates at a fixed rate, depreciates, that means the value is decreasing. I bought the piece of machinery and now it's worth less and less and less each day or each year or each period of time. So it's going to be 1 minus the depreciation rate, which is 12%, 0.12, and it's going to be for time, t years. So I could do it that way. And I could graph that, and it would show me all of the values. But I really here don't have a function so much as just an equation, because I have a fixed value that I want to get to also. And so that I'm going to substitute in here, and now I have something that I can solve. So when is $100,000 equal to $250,000 depreciated at a rate of, well, that's 1 minus 0.12 is 0.88. You can leave it as 1 minus 0.12 if you want, but since we're not putting it in the calculator into y equals, I'm just going to go ahead and subtract, and I'm going to solve for t. I'll just leave that as a t in time, right? What's the period of time? Years. So I want to keep that in mind. And so now I'm going to solve. Got to get t by itself. Divide by 250,000. $250,000 is gone. Right? So we have 10 over 25. You know, I could simplify it further, but I'm really not worried about it. It's not a final answer. Equals 0.88 to the t. Okay, and so now I can use my definition of logs to solve that. I'm going to just come over to the side here, change of color. So I'm just going to rearrange the equation a little bit. 0.88 to the t power equals 10 over 25. Means that based on the definition of log, what's the base? 0.88. What's the exponent? T equals 10 over 25. Okay, so that looks like a lot. I've got a decimal and a fraction. So what? It really doesn't matter. Calculator doesn't care. You shouldn't either, right? So let's take a look at what we're going to do on the calculator. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it in. It's going to be the log of 10 over 25 divided by the log of 0.88. So log 10 divided by 25, close, and I'm going to divide that by the log of 0.88, close, enter. 7.168 years. Okay, so it's going to take more than 7 years. 0.168, we don't really know based on the question whether it's it's happening monthly. They didn't tell us that, so we're assuming it's once a year. Okay, so I would say, to answer this question, it was 7.168 years, which means really that it won't be until the 8th year that it has depreciated that much. Depends how they want the answer, after how many years. Okay, well, I guess you would say it's after 7 complete years, so it's during the 8th year. Okay, so if you said after how many years, that's a very vague way to ask the question, though, because you could say, well, it was after 1 year too. Right? So anyway, what I would expect is for you to say in the 8th year.